Yet again, we see one company going to sue another company because they say things are too similar. No, we're not talking about Apple and Samsung because they've been suing the shit out of each other for years. Gamevice, which makes these accessories which click on to tablets and phones of all types of makers, not just iPhones or Android, and they allow you to plug it and, you know, click this onto the side of it, and your phone or tablet becomes like a game controller for mobile games that support it. They are saying, let's read this real quick. This is on The Verge. Gamevice is granted a patent titled Combination Computing Device and Game Control with a Flexible Bridge section. In its complaint, Gamevice lays out the various ways that it claims Nintendo is infringing on its property and has asked the court to halt production and sales of the device. You're not stopping it. And to award its damages. It's not clear whether the court will allow the lawsuit to proceed, etc., etc. It's too similar. That's, you know, I'm going to throw a couple images up here while I'm continuing the talk. And let me go on record here. Before I put those images up, I'm not an expert in law and I'm not an expert in patents or copyrights and shit. I am not going to try to tell you that what I know is 100%. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt, even my own ideas. But here's these images, and you know, that right there shows a very detailed image of what goes into an iPhone, a 7, 6, and 7, all that. You click it, and it's got like a bridge in the back of it there. You can see that little bridge thing, and it allows you to have like a game controller for it. And then this next image just shows you all sorts of things. There's iPhone, Galaxy, iPhone, 10-inch, iPad mini, Galaxy S7. There's more now. I didn't want to just keep doing images. So, you know, they make this that attaches to other devices. That's what they do. They make accessories for other people's devices. But Nintendo, which engineered a custom device for their custom built Switch, that by design, you know, that you can Bluetooth it, because you can Bluetooth all sorts of things to each other. I know you can do things. It's not designed for the computer. It's not designed for everything else. And they're saying they need some damages and halt production. My personal opinion is this is a stupid cash grab. And it's getting kind of old that companies do this. Well, I know I see a lot of comments, a lot of places, a lot of websites. Nobody is supporting the little guy. If it was a good argument, if Nintendo was making accessories for phones, okay, Nintendo would have their ass kicked. And yeah, they would. A custom built device for their own custom designed console is not the same as an accessory that attaches onto iPhones and Android phones, tablets, and whatever else. It's not the same. But there's control things on the side. No, it's not the same. It doesn't even have that little bridge thing in the back. These things are completely wireless, the Joycons. They have NFC and gyros and all this cool shit in there. And yes, I know somebody's going to say, well, you could put them on the computer. Well, Bluetooth standards allow this a lot of times. I could put my PS4 on this gaming computer here. USB or Bluetooth. And with DS4 for Windows, custom drivers that, you know, gamers have made, I can use it. So, Sony didn't design it for that. That doesn't fit in the argument. Nintendo didn't design these Joy-Cons to work with everything. Sorry. I don't have much more to say about it. The silly cash grab is a silly cash grab. Somebody seeing that Nintendo's, I know they've passed 5 million Switches. I hope they get very close to 10 million by the end of the year with all these cool games coming out. And it's just this company trying to start shit. And I don't have anything against smaller companies. If Nintendo did something wrong, and if the courts, which are smarter than me, find something, then hey, Nintendo's going to have to pay. I don't think so. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Everything should have popped up on the screen. Subscribe and share. And what do you think about this? Silly cash grab, slight confusion, or do you think they actually have a case? Alright everybody, Big L Gamer.